3 p.m. this Sunday, Chelsea face Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. And this is my lineup to beat Liverpool. So let's get straight into it. Now for the goalkeeper, very easy, very simple. I'm sticking Dorde Petrovic in there. George, I don't know. Petrovic, right? Petrovic. A man that's come out of pretty much nowhere. Surprised everyone with what, a 10 million price tag. And let's be honest, man, is he not better than Kepa? But just to tap on it, man, Dorde Petrovic, he's got safe hands. And I like him. Simple as that. Better than Sanchez, in my opinion, performance-wise. But that's not a disrespect to Sanchez, man. How do you guys feel about Sanchez? Let me know in the comments. I think he's a good player. I like Robert Sanchez. But yeah, Petrovic is better this season. Now right back, Reece James is out. So that only leaves Malo Gusto. Lovely player. Very good offensively, man. When he puts in him putting in those crosses for us, yeah, is exceptional, man. If you only had like a Victor Osimhen to put his head on those crosses, we'd be top 4 this season, I think. But let's not cry about what we don't have. We have Malo Gusto, so wonderful replacement for Reece James. Now left back is a sticky one because Chilwell has now returned from injury. He's played a few games. First game, man, he looked fantastic against Middlesbrough, but it was Middlesbrough. And since then, he hasn't really done much. So I don't know how to feel about Chilwell, but he's the only option we got, so Chilwell. Now for the centre-back pairing, same as the Man City game, I'm going Levi Cole on the left and Axel Disasi on the right. Only because Thiago Silva is injured and I don't think he will be able to play. So, and now for the midfield three, I'm going Moises Caicedo, obviously, Enzo Fernandez, obviously, especially with the form he's on, which is phenomenal. And finally, as you guessed it, Conor Gallagher, he's also been really good recently, man. Now, about a month ago, I was looking at Conor Gallagher and I'm going, you're not as good as you were at the beginning of the season. Like, Conor Gallagher is a player I've backed so much because I think he's a good player. I'm sorry. He doesn't have flair, but he puts in tackles. He's brave. He just does a lot of dirty work. And I think that's needed for a football organisation. So for me, I always respected him and I didn't want to sell him. But I was having doubts. I was looking at him and I was just like, I was not seeing the same Conor Gallagher from the start of the season. But he single-handedly got us 3 points against Crystal Palace, against City. He was alright. But overall, his form over the past 5 games is good. So stick him in. And now finally we get into the front three. Now I think we all know who's going to be playing on that right side, so I'm not going to hide it, Nicholas Jackson. But now this is where it gets tricky for both me and Mauricio Pochettino and probably all of you watching. Who do we play on the left and forward? Now our only options to play as a striker is Nicholas Jackson or Christopher Nkunku. That's the only 2 options we've had, but to be honest, with form, I think Jackson starts, doesn't he? And that's not even what I really want. But I think that's what is going to happen. So I'm going Jackson up top. Now finally, for the last position, we got the left winger. Who do you guys want to see there? Let me know in the comments. But for me, it's in between Mudryk, Nkunku, and Raheem Sterling. And I think I'm going to have to go Raheem Sterling. I just don't think that Christopher Nkunku has enough experience playing on the left for Chelsea. Like, in a one-off game, cup final, do I trust Nkunku to play on the left for me? Especially when we've got Cole Palmer on the right. Now for me, I don't see Nkunku as this exploiter to go through men, dribble past them and create chances. I don't see that. Same with Cole Palmer. So I think having both of them is just a bit overkill on the sides. I think we do need a Sterling or a Mudryk to just, get past them, man. Or even Madueke, but obviously Madueke on the right. And right now Cole Palmer has to play there unless we play Cole Palmer as a false 9. So for me, yes, I'm having Raheem Sterling on the left. I'm going to trust him only because of his performance last game, which wasn't fantastic by all means. He did miss a very, very good chance, but he also scored one against Man City. And obviously Edison was having a fantastic game. So yeah, I'm going to trust Raheem Sterling. Now quickly, I'm just going to say Mudryk, I don't know if he's a good player. I'm going to make a video on that very, very soon. But for me, man, I think he might get like an appearance last 20 minutes, depends on the situation of the team. Nkunku, he is definitely gonna play in the game, definitely, whether he starts or comes off the bench, he's gonna play for sure. But what I think Poch will do is the same thing I did and put him off the bench because he hasn't started for us. But essentially, man, I think on form and just everything that's going on, the lineup that I just listed is Poch's lineup. Now I just realised I listed the exact same team that we played against City. I could have just said that from the start. But you know what? I'm sure you all enjoyed the video, man. What do you guys think? But look, man, it is what it is. I promise you the lineup would be different if I had more players to select from. I mean, we've got so many injuries and obviously players out of form like Mudryk, like Nkunku. Now, Nkunku isn't really out of form. It's only really one game where, he didn't do anything against City. So that's got me a bit. Do I stick him in the starting lineup after he came off the bench and didn't do anything? Now, for the match prediction, I do think Chelsea will win. And it's not like a confidence thing where I'm like, yeah, we're better than them. No, I know they're better than us, but it is a cup final. If you look at the matchups between Liverpool and Chelsea over the past 5-7 years, it's been very, very stalemate. So for me, anything can happen. I think it will go to penalties, and so whatever team wins it, I know it will be dramatic. Let's be honest. If it does go to penalties, surely Liverpool win it, man. They've got experienced players and they have beaten us on penalties very, very recently. But yeah, that's my starting lineup. You guys agree with it? Let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna see you all next week.